A Mexican drug cartel claiming its members were behind the brazen kidnapping of 4 Americans last week has apologized. 2 Americans were killed. The other 2 survived. In a letter obtained by the Associated Press, the cartel apologized to residents of Matamoros, a Mexican woman who was killed by a stray bullet, and the 4 Americans and their families. The letter also claimed the gang turned over its own members who were responsible to the authorities. State officials have not confirmed new suspects are in custody.
Hi guys, and thank you for watching that news clip. So I'm here with an update regarding the story that I brought to you a couple of days ago regarding the 4 American tourists who were ambushed in Mexico when they traveled down for a tummy tuck. So it's being reported by the Associated Press that a Mexican drug cartel by the name of the Gulf Cartel, who's been operating in Mexico for over 100 years at this point, is claiming that its members were behind the brazen kidnapping of 4 Americans last week and handed over 5 of their own members and left an apology note. All right, so there's photos circulating on social media that shows 5 men on the pavement with their hands tied, 4 of them shirtless and in front of a pickup truck, which has a handwritten letter right up on the windshield. In the letter, the Scorpions faction of the Gulf Cartel apologized to the residents of Matamoros, a Mexican woman who was killed by a stray bullet, and the 4 Americans and their families. They stated, "We have decided to turn over those who are directly involved and responsible in the events, who at all times acted under their own decision-making and lack of discipline." The letter reads, also adding that those people had gone against the cartel's rules. All right, guys, so that is the latest update as of now, and talk about swift justice, okay? I figured some sort of justice would be happening very, very soon, not because they really care, but due to the fact of all the attention that this was getting. And one thing about drug cartels and people who do crime, period, they don't really like law enforcement investigating them. So if you're a part of some sort of organization and you go out and do something that they find to be ridiculous and outlandish that gets a lot of heat put onto them, you're going to pretty much get in a lot of trouble and be exiled because they don't want that. They have to continue their business. On top of that, I figured that it would be a lot of pressure placed upon their cartel leader as well from the Mexican government, because now if you look on social media, there are a lot of people who are saying they're not going to be going to Mexico anytime soon just from this incident alone. So this is going to also affect their tourism money. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see how all of this plays out, to see exactly what takes place. I also read online that the American authorities are wanting to actually extradite them back to the U.S. to face additional charges and I guess have them serve out some of their sentence here. I'm not sure why, because the crime was committed in Mexico, but you know, hey, when you do a crime, you got to do the time, and wherever land they place you on, you just got to deal with that, all right? I also wonder if the U.S. will be able to broker some sort of lawsuit, or not lawsuit, but maybe some sort of a deal, because I don't think they're going to sue them, but maybe some sort of a deal with the Mexican authorities where these families of the victims can receive some sort of financial compensation for what they've been through. You know, I do feel as if they're all owed a couple $1 million so that they can, you know, get the proper therapies they're going to need. The remaining ones can get the therapy and the help that they're going to need. And then the families of the 2 men that are just left without them, you know, they're going to have things they're going to need and therapy as well from this tragedy. The men that were brought in that are being accused of committing the crime, you know, they were brought in kind of fast. So I'm hoping that those were indeed the individuals who pulled those people out of their cars and did what they did to them, and not just a group of men that are going to take the fall for it and the, you know, original people can stay out and do whatever they want to do. I also am wondering how this is going to affect the cartels and things going forward, because now you have America involved and you have them vowing justice any which way. And I also read online that they may not be satisfied with these men just being arrested. They may actually want to go after the cartels themselves, you know, like try to dismantle the whole operation. So I'm wondering how this will play out, because I, you know, assume that if they got the individuals who were responsible for the crime, that they pretty much just, you know, go on and close the case. But it seems that America's not taking it like that this time. I'm sorry. And they're actually going to want a little bit more. So I definitely will keep you guys updated. And another thing, guys, if you want to send me stories or you want me to talk about something that I haven't brought up on my channel yet, All of my social medias are going to be in my description box, so feel free to just jump in my inbox on Facebook or my DMs on Instagram and send me whatever. This story was actually sent to me by Shantae18 on Instagram, so thank you for sending this, sweetheart. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Please like this video and share this video, and you guys have a good night. Bye.